Hello everyone! So here I am with Jade. Jade is 5 years old and today we're going to show you the Kindergarten Fluency Folder. And this folder helps students master basic skills before leaving kindergarten. So preschool and kindergarten sets the foundation for all years to come. If a child does not master the basic skills needed to be learned in preschool and kindergarten, they will have problems in all content areas. So this folder this is exactly what this folder does. This folder helps the student master their basic skills. This is for teachers, for parents, for homeschoolers. So if you're a teacher, you can use it to drill basic skills, to assess basic skills, and also state standards. If you are a parent, you can use this to help your students, starting even in preschool, start learning and becoming fluent in those basic skills. And it will give your child a head start and an advantage as they master these basic skills. So here we have a folder. This is the binder that we have. And I love this. I will link it below in the description box because this folder actually stands up on its own and is so helpful when I'm using it for fluency training. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead now and get the camera closer so you can see inside. Okay, so this is the binder. I love this binder because as it opens up, it actually attaches at the back and it stands up on its own. Let me show you how it works so you can see. So here we have the binder, and the binder is set up from easiest to hardest. So it starts off with the most basic things like the alphabet. So all students should know their alphabet, lowercase and uppercase. The next chart is letters out of order. Once the child knows the alphabet, you want to assess to see if the child really knows their letters and they have not just memorized order. So here I have the alphabet in different fonts and out of order. Okay, so let's demonstrate. So here we have letters out of order. So then I would have the child go line by line and saying the letter name. Go ahead, Jay. Let's start the first line here.
D, L, K, O, Q.
Good. And the child goes on and on. So as you go on and you review the letters, this creates fluency. So moving on to the next chart, this is a beginning sounds chart. And this is a key to learning how to read, to learning beginning sounds. So here I have a chart with pictures of the alphabet. So here we have apple. So I would ask the child what letter sounds. So over here, apple. What does apple start with?
A,
What does ball start with?
B,
What does cat start with?
K,
What does dog start with?
Da.
Good, and you go on and on. Okay. Here I have colors. Now, I have this colors slide because when teachers have students coming into their classrooms, there are some students that do not have not attended preschool. So I want to have everything that is needed to be learned, the foundation of preschool and kindergarten, in these slides. So obviously a student that's already in kindergarten, if they have been through preschool, they already know their colors. But there are some students that come into kindergarten and do not know their colors. They have not been taught anything at home or anything in any institution. So these are things that need to be learned. So we have colors, we also have shapes, and we have more complex shapes. Then we have shapes out of order. So this is where we do our fluency training. So we go and we have the child go over the shapes. Go ahead, Jade.
Square, circle, rectangle, triangle, diamond, pentagon, or rectangle, oval, star, hexagon,
Octagon.
octagon.
And you go on and on reviewing the different shapes. Okay. Then we also have these 3D shapes. And it goes on and on in level of difficulty. Then we have positional words. And these are prepositions that children also need to learn as well. So I would ask different questions about the pictures and get the child to become comfortable with positional words. Then we have days of the week. These are all concepts that children all need to learn. These are foundational things. Months of the year. Then we have numbers. And with numbers, I always start with numbers 1 through 20. And so then I move on to 1 through 50. Then I move on through 1 to 100. And children should know how to count from 1 through 100 by the time they leave kindergarten. Then I have numbers out of order because sometimes children memorize things. I want for them to be able to become fluent looking at numbers and knowing what numbers are. So this is numbers out of order 0 to 10, numbers out of order 0 through 20. So let's go over these, Jade.
3, 10, 4, 16, 19, 0, 6, 13, 18, 9.
What's this?
8, 9.
And on as the child becomes fluent looking at these numbers. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so the next chart here is counting with your fingers. This is something that children need to also learn by the time they leave kindergarten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jade, show me 4 with your fingers. 4. Show me 3. Show me 5. Show me 1. Okay. Then we have counting by tens. Then counting by fives. Counting by twos. Then we have counting. This is something that children also need to know how to do. Counting with their fingers. 1 giraffe. 1, 2 elephants. 1, 2, 3 dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4 cows. And so on. And then we go on to the higher numbers as well. Then we have the number line. And this is to teach children which number is greater, which number is less. So I can ask a child, for example, Jade, which number is greater, okay? Is it 4 or 8?
8.
Which number is greater, 5 or 6?
6.
And as you can see, this chart has these little circles on top here that the child is able to understand that as you go up the number line, the numbers get bigger. As you go down, the numbers get smaller. And I do a lot of different things with this chart, including counting. Then we have money value, we have measurement, we have so many things. We have ordinal numbers. So the child learns first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Jade, can you tell me which animal here is in second place? Which animal is in second place?
That one.
The deer, and goes on. And there's so many charts here, guys. I'm not going to show you the entire folder. Here we have telling time. So this is telling time by the hour. So creating fluency so that by the time the child leaves kindergarten, they can tell time by the hour. So as they look at the clock, what time is it here, Jade?
5 o'clock.
What time is here?
8 o'clock.
What time is here?
9 o'clock.
What time is here?
10 o'clock.
As you can see, Jade is doing it fast. This is what this fluency folder does. The child is able to quickly drill their basic skills. We have consonants as well. I think this is something that all children need to know by the time they leave kindergarten. Even if it's not in your state standards, I think it's very important for children to know which continent they live in and their 7 continents. Okay, Jay, let's go over our 7 continents.
North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica.
So she's going with a little song because we do this with little songs that we play. And then over here we have sight words. So we have the 35 sight words that students need to know by the time they leave kindergarten. And these are high frequency words that you see in the English language. And some of these words do not follow the regular decoding rules. So children need to memorize these and know them by sight so that they can become fluent readers. So let's go over these, Jade.
You, I, run, the, can, a, and, big.
And so on. So you want to start with 5 at a time and increase as the child learns their sight words. But by the time they leave kindergarten, they should know all of their kindergarten sight words, all 35. Hello everyone. Hi Iris. So this folder can also be used with preschool students. So here we have Iris. Iris is 3 years old. And so you want to start using this folder with your preschool students and progress when they get to their kindergarten level. So you want to start with the alphabet. So let's go over something, Iris, over here. Let's go over your colors. Ready, Iris? Sit up so we can go over our colors. Okay, go ahead.
Blue, red, yellow, green, purple, black, pink, brown, gray, orange, white,
Okay, Iris, let's go over our shapes.
square, circle, red, triangle, diamond, oval, rectangle.
Good job. Okay, let's go over counting. Let's come over here with the giraffe. How many giraffes?
One.
Can you count with your fingers?
One,
Okay. How many elephants?
1, 2.
How many dogs?
1, 2, 3.
How many cows?
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many fish?
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7.
slowly, slowly, slowly. Go ahead. As you count, you touch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job, Iris. Okay, so as you can see, you can use this Kindergarten Fluency Binder with many different age groups. You can use it with preschool students, with kindergarten students, even students that have been past the kindergarten level, but they have not mastered their basic skills. And this happens quite a lot. You can also use this with special needs students as well. I find that these charts, using this binder and interacting with an adult one-on-one really does get a child fluent in basic skills very fast. When it comes to my preschooler, whenever I use this binder, I don't use all of the slides that you see here. I have 73 slides. I only use some slides every day, depending on what I'm working on. And when I use this binder, I also use it as an assessment. So I may go over numbers or letters and see which letters she missed and write them down and write the date. I have a preschool assessment that I use with my preschool students. So I will link that below in the description box. So if you want this preschool assessment list, you can also use it with your preschool students. It's wonderful because you can see what the child has learned in terms of basic skills, what they need to learn. You can see when the child got assessed as well. When it comes to kindergarten students, you can find your state standards depending on which state you live in, and you can find these online. Just type in state standards for Florida, state standards for Texas, state standards for California. Whichever state you live in, you can find the state standards for your state. And then you can assess your child to see if they have learned the basic skills. Now, the things in this binder, you're going to find that the basic skills that need to be learned for almost all the states are here. At least 95% of all the basic skills that need to be learned are here in this binder. I have 73 slides. Like I said, I don't use all of them every single day. I put markers on the binders, and each of my students have their own fluency binders, and I add things as I see fit. And it's working wonderful. It is used every single day in my house, even when my kindergarten student or first grade student is working on, let's say she's working on her language arts and she needs to put something in alphabetical order. She resorts to her binder right away, looking at her alphabet chart. Or maybe she's putting something, she skip counting and she forgot how to skip count by fives. So she resorts back to this binder and looks at the skip counting worksheets here in the binder. So it's constantly being used throughout the day, throughout the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I know some of you asked me, what do I do for my fluency training? This is some of the things that I do. I made this binder available, this fluency binder available to help you out, those of you who are teachers, those of you who are homeschooling. I'll post a link in the description box where you can get this kindergarten fluency binder as well as the preschool assessment as well. Today I want to give away one of these binders to one of my subscribers. So if you want to be entered into the giveaway, give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure that you leave a comment below, and I will be giving out one of these wonderful binders. I want as many people as possible to get their hands on this binder. It has made my life so much easier. I wish I had this years ago when I first started this education journey. So also for 2 days, I'm going to be offering this binder for 50% off to all of my subscribers. I'll post a link in the description box to all the information. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos on education, check out my playlist on homeschooling, on educational activities. I have tons of stuff on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video. Bye-bye.